Jamaica's iconic global track superstar, the Honorable Usain Bolt, and many other innocent investors were carried down in the scandalous SSL fiasco. And we can't hear anything about charges being brought against the culprits. I have been told that the DPP's office is dragging their feet.
Bless up ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to the channel. It's a girl and Isabel Rose, and in this one, Jamaica's corruption perception index remains unchanged over 5 consecutive years. Civil society weighs in. A quick update on Usain Bolt's SSL fraud saga, as well as another government senator resigns. Stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Member shout out goes to Angela and Ivan Wallace. Big up on yourself, my sis. Thanks for the support, and notification shout out goes to Novelet Williams. Big up yourself, Novelet. Thanks for the support. Kicking off the first segment, ABR family, we're seeing the Transparency International's Corruption Perception Index released information on February the 11th, where it basically states that Jamaica's position on Transparency International Corruption Perception Index, that's the CPI, has fallen 4th place for 2024. Jamaica is now ranked number 73 out of 180 countries compared to 69 out of 180 countries in 2023. Jamaica's 2023 CPI score of 44 out of 100, where 0 means highly corrupt and 100 means very clean, has however remained unchanged for 2024. Jamaica's CPI score of 44 out of 100 continues to stand as its best score ever. It was previously attained in 2017, 2018, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023, and now the same in 2024. And we're seeing the Integrity Commission, the most accurate, factual, anti-corruption body that is set in place from 2017 to watchdog and watch over and fight against corruption as much as possible. Put this out on an immediate release for the country to know what is really going on. Polls have shown that the people state that Jamaica is more corrupt than 5 years ago. Right? And to see that we still have a 44 out of 100 score means to tell us that the government not doing anything at all as it pertains to trying their very best to eradicate corruption. It stands still, it's stagnant, it not change. It is the same from 2017 until now. But instead, what do? They fight against the very same anti-corruption body that is set in place to eradicate corruption even amongst those who are in public life, who serves the public. Right? And we don't want an eyeglass to see that the very same Prime Minister is taking our Integrity Commission to court to strike out illicit enrichment. They want to go and water down with anti-corruption laws. So is this a government that really wants to stamp out corruption when them can't even touch the topic corruption? No time at all. Now we're seeing the principal director of the National Integrity Action, that's Daniel Archer, is calling on us individually to stand up and hold the powers that be accountable and to play our part in trying our best to eradicate corruption. Our country too small for we still hold up this 44 out of 100 a score. We can't change all now. We should have been up in the 60s, 70s, climbing up. But no, the powers that be doesn't want to end corruption. When it is entwined around them, they change the law. But when it's entwined around the people, we must go to prison. Well, Archer is calling on UNO to stand up and hold the powers that be accountable, just like how they will hold us accountable.
In past years, I and NIA have stood before you and we have spoken a lot about what it is that the government needs to do. And we've spoken about legislation and we've spoken about strengthening the framework. I think we need to flip the script. If corruption means anything at all to any particular Jamaica and any entity, then the onus now has to be on us. We cannot expect that the governments are going to strengthen the anti-corruption framework without any social pressure. And this means, therefore, that every single Jamaican has to take responsibility for their own acts of corruption. Jamaica continues to mark time, tread water, however you want to describe it. For the 5th year in a row, we're at 44. For the 5th year in a row, we continue to be in the very same position. What that means is that we're not doing anything to move the score. And what you want to look at is the trend. So we're going to dig deep into the activities that we're seeing, and you can assess the trend that we have been seeing in Jamaica. Have we strengthened our anti-corruption framework, or have we sought to dismantle it? And if we continue to weaken the anti-corruption framework over time, you will find that we are actually going to decrease or decline in our scores.
Now, a quick update as it pertains to the whole corruption and fraud surrounding our sprint icon, Usain Bolt, and how he sat in an interview and he spoke and he stated that he thought that they would have done something or brought more clarity and trying to help him, regain his money that he lost in the whole SSL saga. To which we see in the Labourites, them are run out and want to tear down Usain Bolt for coming out to speak about his money that he has been silent on for practically 2 years. And I heard he said that the regular people supported him and I said, give back the man him money. And that the regular people crying out, he thought they would have brought the truth. But the regular people crying out wasn't enough. And I just want to insert this little part here to say that as a black man, and even amongst our same fellow Jamaicans, some of them who might be of a lighter skin tone, no matter how much money you will ever acquire, they will not accept you in that circle. And the moment you learn and understand that Usain Bolt, you will learn to move amongst the people them that really and truly love you. And remember, it's not all of them who are up there in the upper echelon of society, who doesn't accept you. But I just want to insert this little clip here where Mark Golding was vouching for you as well. And he was talking on behalf of the whole SSL saga. The very same day when he was giving his budget presentation and the government and their ministers walked out of the parliament, he went out there on Duke Street and he finished his presentation and he was talking, he was giving recognition. So, on all of them silent and not wanting you to get back your money. The government side is silent, but the opposition was speaking and he spoke on more than one occasion about the sprint icon and the government must come and address the whole SSL saga. They know what went down. Them have the Kroll report, them need to release that. The Director of Public Prosecution have more names to charge and them a drag them foot on it. But listen to this, Usain Bolt.
Jamaica's iconic global track superstar, the Honorable Usain Bolt, and many other innocent investors were carried down in the scandalous SSL fiasco. And we can't hear anything about charges being brought against the culprit. I have been told that the DPP's office is dragging their feet when there are a number of people that the Financial Investigations Division are seeking to bring charges against. In fact, in August last year, the Gleaner carried a report that from the FID that there were several persons that they were intending to move against with charges. That report is no longer on the Gleaner website, but I'm told that the DPP's office is dragging their feet on this. The Kroll forensic report, which has cost taxpayers millions of dollars, was delivered to the government months ago. It must be released to the public so we can see what the findings are. Jamaica will not accept a cover-up of this shameful debacle, which has tainted our country's reputation as a safe and well-regulated place for Jamaicans at home and abroad to save and invest. In fact, a commission of inquiry into this SSL scandal will be needed.
And it really is very telling that even after 2 years, the Prime Minister still cannot come out and speak on this whole SSL saga. We want to know what happened to all our money that the Finance Minister, the NHT, and other funds that were placed in SSL. Who them did I place all of them funds in a SSL to get the interest for? Who them did I do all of that for? Certainly not us, the Jamaican people. Right? We see man use, according to the Integrity Commission, use charity money and buy stocks and bonds. Then them really want to get rid of corruption? Not at all. Anyways, another update to the whole SSL saga. They're now claiming that the money was fleeced before it hit Usain Bolt account. They're stating that majority of Usain Bolt's investment was fleeced before it hit the account. So, say for example, 10 million was sent to the account. They are stating that Pantan would have sent off 8 before it hit the account. She would have sent off 8 million wherever overseas, and the 2 million would have hit Usain Bolt's account. Now, as me I say, them are going to find all kind of things now for come up with. Pantan, you need to come out and start spill your guts now. Because I say, me still ask if the audit never done. So why would they still be giving him statement to say him have X amount when X never did it? Or why did it? Make it make sense. Anyways, last but not least, it is said that a Ransford Braham, a government senator, has also tendered his resignation. So that leaves the vacancy now to 4, right? For the government senator. So one would ask, what does the Prime Minister have up his sleeve? We see them rush this whole bill to turn it into a law to get Portmore to the 15th parish. And remember, them not have the majority in the Senate. So I want to know how that I go pass down there. So anyhow, ABR family, let me you now say in the comment section, make a reason. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Share out the videos then please, and thanks. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Join the membership ABR family so you can get members shout out, members badges, when you can get members videos where you alone can watch. Support the channel. Get this video to at least 5,000 likes. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.